So the first mode I'm recording in is 5.3K. It's very important that you set your YouTube settings to the highest, which is going to be 4K, because I basically downscaled this video for simplicity reasons. I could make it into 5.3K, but it would just look weird, so it's 4K or nothing. That's the way I say it. But even if downscaled, the image quality should be a bit better. So I've set image stabilization at high, and now I'm gonna test the boost mode. Let's do it. Hey, what's up? My name is Tom. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, this channel is all about cameras and lenses. So if you want to watch more videos like this one, consider subscribing and hitting that notification bell so you don't miss out on future videos that I release on this channel. And now we're recording at 5.3K in boost mode. I've set it to wide angle because I figure what the hell. And yeah, it looks pretty stable to me. But you let me know in the comment section what you think of this resolution and this stabilization. And now I'm testing 5.3K at 24 frames per second. Boost mode activated, and linear mode means I can tilt the camera a little bit and it will still stay smooth, so to speak. Very stable shots. Very impressive. I'm very impressed with the GoPro Hero 10. It's really one of those amazing cameras. I really think that the GoPro Hero 10 is the best GoPro they've ever made. And to some of you might be like, well, duh, that's kind of obvious, isn't it? Well, I don't think so. Some GoPro models, even though they are newer, have actually been worse in some areas. But the GoPro Hero 10, it pretty much nails it in all aspects, so to speak. And now we're recording at 4K, 24 frames per second, wide angle. Stabilization is set to high, which is probably good enough for shots like this. I think boost mode is more for when you start to run and stuff like that. So we're going to test it out. We're going to go into boost mode and see what that's like. Okay, and now we're recording at 4K, 24 frames per second, linear mode this time, and I've set the stabilization to boost mode. So I'm gonna try and do some running here, and let's see how it goes. Now, I'm not gonna be able to run very long because, well, let's be honest, I'm not the exercising type. But yeah, that's how smooth it goes. Now, just for the hell of it, I'm gonna do a little bit of a slow motion shot. I'm gonna set to 4K, 120 frames per second, and just see how it goes. So let's do it.
I grew up in a place where they told you what to chase, told you how to run the race. Every move was on the page, but I didn't like their way. Had to fight and misbehave, had to find a way to change, had to leave to find my way. Caught up in a daydream, I beat my mind up there almost daily. It's how I pass time, no opinions safely. It's how I understand what I want in this place, see. Cause everybody wanna tell you bad things, what could go wrong, what fame brings. But success is a finicky thing, and if you ain't sure, no, it'll never be.
Well, wasn't that fun? But let's do something else here. Let's turn on 2.7K in 240 frames per second, just to see how slow things can go. That rhymes. Let's do it.
I wanna taste the pain. I think I'm seeing all red. 2 bullets in the gun, 1 shot to the head. I need a blank space. Cause everything is a threat. But I never back down, man. I'd rather be dead. I'm making love to fame. And she look better in bed. And I'ma rock this life till I take my last breath. I wanna make a change. I got 1 life left. So I'm gonna go down swinging, don't you forget.
And now I'm recording at 2.7K, 60 frames per second, wide angle. So why did I pick 60 frames this time? Well, the reason is because you can't do 24 or 30 frames per second. I have no idea why. It should be able to handle 24 or 30 frames per second without a hitch, especially at this lower resolution. So I have no idea what the problem is here. But yeah, this is what it looks like. I think that the image quality is pretty good. This is good enough for most people, I think. So, yeah. And now we're recording at 1080p. I know, it looks hideous, absolutely hideous. Who shoots in 1080p these days? Well, actually, I just made a video recently where I explained it, that it's perfectly fine to shoot in 1080p these days because most people watch YouTube videos on smartphones and most people can't really tell the difference between 4K and 1080p. Maybe you can. Let me know in the comment section below if you can actually tell that this is 1080p. But personally, I can. But it's not that important to me. I think that the image quality can still be very good, even if it's in 1080p. Okay, finally, I just want to show you guys something. This is 5.3K, and I'm shooting 24 frames per second in Super View mode. Super View, I love this angle. It just looks awesome if you want to capture a lot of things around you. There is a problem where you can see your hand sticking out of when you're holding your camera, but you can just hold it on the side and it will be like if the camera in front of you is just sort of floating before you. I think it's quite awesome, actually. And what's cool about this is you can set it to standard stabilization or you can turn it to boost mode, but then it gets a bit cropped in, which I don't mind. You still get that super view angle, so it's kind of cool, I think. But this is pretty remarkable. 5.3K in super view mode and you get good image stabilization. I think that's just fantastic. Okay, and just to summarize this little video, just want to tell you what settings I personally like to use. So if I'm doing like a handheld shot like this, just vlogging, honestly 1080p is good enough. If I want to really do that high quality image, I'll probably use the 5.3K, but most of the time I'm pretty okay with 1080p, especially if I do like a daily vlog and I want to work more efficiently in editing and uploading, then I think that 1080p is perfectly fine. But yeah, those are just my thoughts. Let me know in the comments section what you think. If you want to see more videos like this one, please don't forget to subscribe, hit that notification bell, and if you feel like it, maybe hit that like button as well. Okay, that's all I have for today. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.